was okay. It was.
Disappointed that I missed it.
Yeah, the 7 a.m. call time was like not super good.
Aniston didn't show, so.
Thank you. Those smiles, guys. Perfect. And then when you get the chance, just right here, please.
And then together, straight ahead.
And look straight on right here for me, if you don't mind.
Mr. and Mrs. McConaughey.
Mr. and Mrs. McConaughey, up top.
Matthew Camilla, right here, please.
And one more time right here for me, if you don't mind.
Together,
And smile, Matthew. Matthew, come straight on. Matthew, look straight on for us.
Matthew.
Joe,
Mrs. Jokes, right here, please.
Scarlett, right here, please.
Scarlett. Scarlett.
Scarlett, the front. Reese, turn right one more time.
And Miss Witherspoon, right here, please.
Reese, one look here, please.
Miss Witherspoon.
Reese, straight ahead.
Witherspoon, right here.
Ladies up top.
Ladies, straight on right here for us.
And ladies together.
Just right in front.
Can you look up top?
Guys. Edge, look at this way. Guys. Edge, you gotta look this way. Gentlemen, looking back this way for us really quick. The only thing is right if you're looking to your right. Someone burnt the top.
And down here.
Straight ahead. And straight ahead, guys. Look up a bit.
Yeah, give me that. Right there,
Tori!
Turn this way,
And the front of the dress, please. Tori, beautiful.
Tori, up top, second row.
Tori.
Tori, up to your right.
It's all happening.
Just straight on right here.
Publicist is knocked over the lens.
Halsey.
Halsey!
Right here.
Halsey, right here, please.
Halsey, straight ahead, right up here. Halsey, no, hold it.
One more time. Nick up top. Nick up here. Nick, can you turn towards us? There you go. And then
Mr. Kroll, sir.
Nick, one look. Nick, looking back this way for us. Eric, looking back this way for me.
The front of the suit. There you go.
Eric, right upstairs.
And Eric, just pivot this way at the front. Just the front of the
See the
suit.
front of that.
There you go.
Eric, straight ahead, man.
Eric, one look here,
Eric,
please.
up top.
And Mr. Andre.
And one more look right here for me, straight in front.
And Miss Peretti right here, the front, and right here.
And one more look.
Together up top.
And Mr. and Mrs. Peel.
And looking right here for me, Jordan. And Jordan right here for me.
Together at the same time, right here.
And together up here, guys. Jordan, this way.
Right here, from the Garth.
Right here, please.
All right.
Garth, one look.
Garth, to the right.
Garth.
Go.
Can I see the...
Garth.
Go.
One more right here.
One more.
Straight ahead,
Next
please.
screen. On your left. Come east.
Jody upstairs, sir.
And Jody, one look.
Come in. One more time. Come in. And Harvey together, guys, up top right there. Beautiful.
And one more time up here.
And straight ahead, please.
Mr. Mason, sir. And Harvey, the two of you right here, straight ahead.
And next to him. Next to him, right here.
And Kate and Laura.
Actually, perfect right there. Here we go, straight on. If I
Oh yeah, I
can.
missed Mark Corsi.
That's good.
And looking straight ahead for me right here.
Big smile.
And as a group, guys, up top here.
And the McDonald's, everyone.
Everybody in front of you, right here.
Here we go.
And David, another look at the family this way.
Right here, straight ahead, please.
And then when you get the chance, right here, please, right next to him. That's beautiful right there. Straight ahead, guys. Straight ahead. There you go.
Because you're probably going to get hit with it. You might want to move over this way. Because this is going to swing. You ready for me?
Back to your right one more time.
You ready for me, John? One more stairs.
That smile, Matthew. Matthew on the other one.
Matthew, look straight on for us.
Matthew. Matthew, this one.
Keep coming, Matthew. See you left.
When you get the opportunity, let me know. You're straight ahead, Matthew.
Bono, one look back for us.
Matthew Reese.
Look at this way for us real quick.
Don't look up looking man, look down here, please.
Smile, Scarlett. And when you get the chance, Scarlett, just straight on that.
Scarlett, looking straight ahead.
Scarlett, that's smile this way.
Scarlett, this way.
Scarlett.
And Reese, on this way then. Big smile, love.
And Reese, right there. And then just straight on right here. Okay, that's great. Look on right here, girls.
Beautiful.
Halsey, that smile.
Halsey,
Halsey, straight ahead, right up here. Halsey, no, hold that right there.
at the beginning.
Beautiful, Halsey. Give us that smile. Halsey, over that shoulder again.
Halsey, over your shoulder.
Halsey, over the right shoulder. And then Garth, if you look straight on right here, please. Start the beginning for me right here. There we go. The first time down. And then
Hold the other way back.
That's here.
We've had 2 years of people's dreams getting squashed. And so, in 2 years where people have just been trying to keep their head above water and survive, don't dream at all, just try and keep your head above water. This movie says, no, do dream big dreams and hustle. Work your backside off to get it to happen. You're going to have to go through rejection. But if you got a good product, if you believe in what you're selling, whatever it is, you or your own product, and you're willing to work for it, go. Make nonfiction a reality. Make the magic a reality. It's possible. It's a very eclectic group. Everyone's got a different talent. It's very much like a film set or a great band. Everyone's got a specific talent that they need to be the pro at. Not everyone does the same thing as well as each other, but that's what any great team does. You got different independent components that do what they do really well, and if everyone does their job really well, then you can make some magic happen.
Nobody's seen anybody for like 2 years, and all of a sudden we're in this amazing theater with all these people watching Sing 2. It's just like a very magical experience tonight. We're so excited. It's always important to send out the message to believe in yourself, and I think it's also a movie about overcoming your own personal obstacles, and believing in yourself is a part of that, isn't it? And that's what allows you to overcome those obstacles. It's important for also kids to see that too, because I think kids very much are sort of, we've, as adults, you have life experience and you know that things pass and you know that things change, and kids don't necessarily have that perspective. So the fact that they can see that reflected in this movie is, I think, great. Garth told me that Bono was maybe going to be doing the movie and that I couldn't tell anybody, or like they were going to come for me, and I couldn't let the cat out of the bag, and so when I went and recorded the song, I didn't even know if it was happening. I mean, I kind of knew it was happening, but I was thinking, oh my gosh, I better not even say a thing, even in the recording studio. I was so paranoid and about spilling the beans, but it actually is in the movie. The song's in the movie. And my 13-year-old self is just like, it's mind-blowing.
Me and Bono, we're typically at each other's necks. It's a pretty contentious relationship, me and him. But now that we're in this movie together, we buried the hatchet. Yeah. And he was so vulnerable in his performance. I think it's important for people that have low self-esteem or people that feel unseen or marginalized to persevere in the face of adversity. It's been a rough couple years, and I want people to walk away feeling better about humanity.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, first of all, I've never seen a movie at this venue, so it's so gorgeous. It's such a LA landmark, and I can't wait to see it projected. So big. This movie is so joyful and such a touchstone for so many families. They've watched it over and over again. So the fact that we get to go back and recreate these characters and have even more fun and make more music and bring in amazing musicians like Bono and Pharrell and Halsey, it's just incredible. It's been a really rough time for a lot of people all over the world, and I think, to get together, watch movies, have collective joy, remember that there's so much beauty and so many wonderful things in the world to celebrate, and especially friends and friendship. I've known a lot of these people for a really long time, like Matthew and Scarlett, and it's just nice to remember our common humanity.
And this is a theater that I love seeing shows at, so the idea that I'm now here, I mean, I'm not performing, but I guess I am slightly. It's a trip. I really love the Greek theater, so I'm thrilled to be here. The first film, all these people like Reese and Matthew and everyone, Scarlett, everyone who's involved in the first one was great, and then the second one to have Bono and Pharrell and Halsey, and then a bunch of very good friends of mine, Bobby Cannavale and Chelsea Peretti and Erica Andre, who I've known forever. It's a pleasure to be in a movie with so many people that I either know or have admired for many, many years. It's about dreaming big dreams and taking chances, and I think that this film is also, to me, about working together and you know, to put on a big show, whether you're in show business or not, is about finding a group of people that you really can depend on and that depend on you, and together you can make anything happen.
We're at the Greek theater, which I keep forgetting. It's like so cool that it's a concert venue that we're showing a musical movie. I just think it's perfect, and it's just a dream come true, to be honest. I mean, the last film was my very first time voice acting, so to be able to get the opportunity to come back and voice this amazing character again is just, it's pretty surreal. This movie is so timely, and it's not like we planned it that way, because obviously with, you know, the craziness of the last couple years, everything kept getting pushed back, and now that it's coming out, it's like, you know what, I think we all could use a little bit of joy and singing and dancing and laughter, and it's just such a feel-good film, but at the same time there's these, you know, deeper messages as well.
These characters are trying to put on a show that will bring their audience joy. So that's what we're doing too. We're all in sync there, the filmmakers and the characters in the movie. And that's the feeling that I want people to leave with, that having had the most beautiful time. That's all I want. Buster Moon certainly embodies a lot of the, I suppose, attributes and hopes and dreams that many of us who try to make things have. There's an optimism, there's a naivety, there's a determination, and there's a fragility, you know, so there's a whole bunch of things going on there I think a lot of people can relate to. I certainly do. What Buster's doing, and what I hope people can maybe learn from, is he's being challenged. He feels like he can go that far, but you know, he's not sure, and people are telling him, a certain character is telling him he can't do it, but he has to sort of work it out for himself. He has to literally ask himself, am I capable of going on this journey? When the answer is yes, it's like, okay, well now you've got the creativity and you've got the kind of drive, but you're going to need a lot of guts and faith and stamina to make it through, and friends. You know, it's not an easy thing. It's all very well to say to people, you know, follow your dreams. Yeah, but it's going to be tricky. You know, but if you love what you're doing and you feel you can do it, then you got to do it. You just got to do it. With Bono, it was very much like a dream scenario. I actually genuinely didn't think it was going to happen at the beginning, because it's Bono. We've got to ask him, because he would be ideal. We'd be mad not to try, and then the next minute I know he's phoning up and talking about this character and the song and the music that would be part of the story. It was amazing.
These actors are pretty amazing, at the top of their game. I was really taken by Garth for sure. And just to spend time with him, let alone be directed by him or drawn by him as a lion, as an animated character, that was all great. But just spending time with him, he's kind of stays a child in so many ways. You know, he can do every voice in there, probably better than any of us actors. He directs, he writes. I mean, but he stays like in the sandbox.
Bono told me that they really wanted us to write a new song for the film. And then he went and told Garth that Edge really wants to write a song for the film. In fact, he had the idea. It was his idea. And when Garth heard the song, eventually went, now I know how the movie ends. So it was his vision. He figured it out.
I had a conversation with him close by here, actually, walking around, that went on and on and on about singing, the nature of singing, and what would dry up a voice. Because this is the story of a lion who's lost his roar. And I said, well, grief can either open up a voice, as it did me when I was a kid, or it can shut things down if you lose your muse, if you lose your reason to sing. And so, you know, I brought a bit of Irish to it. Melancholy, you know. We're sort of crying into your beer type people. But we had a great laugh.
Hi there, here's today's Daily Fact. If you've ever felt you were lacking creativity, think that in 1994, 4 Pixar employees had lunch together and came up with the ideas for A Bug's Life, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo and WALL-E, all written down on napkins. Now that's impressive. Make sure to click below to subscribe or on the side for more great content.